Rawr. I'm a cute teddy bear. Maybe. Perhaps. Oop. Yep. Rawr. Ta-da! This little teddy bear model is still a work in progress. Yeah. Oh. Oh, anyway. Okay, sure, why not? Do 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 do. Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh?
I guess we'll
Yeah.
go that one. Ta-da! Da-na-na-na. Anyway. Bloop. There we go. I have arrived. I'm gonna do John Wayne mode. The mode I made up a while back for Ark Survival Evolved. I haven't tried it on this one yet. The way it works is I don't know, maybe I should explain what or who John Wayne is in case you don't know. Nah, I'll just say what it is. Okay. John Wayne mode is you can have one mount, one pet, and you can't use advanced weaponry. Bloop. Boom, boom, be dum, boom, boom, be dum, boom. I haven't played John Wayne mode on Palworld yet, so might make up rules as I go. But that's the gist of it. Bum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum. Look at that bird. Thinks he's so I don't know. Do 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 do. Level up. Level up. Whee! First bite. Okay. Let's see. What do I want from my mount? Well, typically I always go for Dire Howl. But that would also fall under the category of pet, I think. Yo. Choices, choices, choices. You know what? Let's just cheat and look at the different pals that I can't see yet. I didn't think that through. Anyway. 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 Boop, boop, boop. Boo-doo, 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 bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's throw some stamina. Okay, let's throw some stamina again. Oh, I just realized that means I can't. I won't have any, I was just let me finish my thoughts. According to the rules, I can have one pet, one mount. But think, brain, think. Basically, Palworld needs more. You need pals at your base. So, what should the rule be for that? Hondo's meets up with a. Hondo is John Wayne's character in Hondo, of course, and he has a dog. He has a horse. He meets up with a single mother and her kid. So he has a homestead, kind of.
Yeah.
It's not one of the... He is a rancher in some of his movies. So... Let's make starting a having pals at a pal base, pals at the base, be all right. Based solely on the fact that maybe ranch animals should be the specification. If that's the case, well, I'll do the judgment call as they come up. I think chickens and sheep qualify as ranch type of pals. So chickpea and lamb ball should be fine. As long as I keep them at the base and not with me. There is a flaw in this. The idea is to be able to ride your mount and have your pet ride alongside you, but you can't do that in this game. Unless your mount is your pet, I suppose. So yeah, we'll go Dire Howl as my mount and pet. Which is typically what I usually do anyway. Smack it. Doop, Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Boop, boop. Where shall I make my base? Because I'm all about that base. About that base. No trouble. Oh. I can be distracted by absolutely anything. Fear it. Typically, I make my base on an island to the north, which is usually problematic for starting out because you spawn not north. Yeah, so that's gonna be difficult. Should I do my typical? Typically, I find it fun to make my first boss kill be Mammarist. These big mofos stomping around. Mainly the one down, the boss one, of course. Boss one. I killed the boss one. So far, my record is beating it at level 6. Homeboy's gone. Oh, there's a person here. Friendly pal tamer. You ever get stuck somewhere and can't move? You can use respawn option in the options tab of the menu. You'll drop your items and equipment, but you'll instantly return to your base. If there's truly no way to get out, it's worth a try. Imagine how awkward that conversation would be in real life. Just walking up to somebody, hey, how's it going? By the way, if you ever get stuck, you can respawn. Like a what? Respawn. Yeah, you basically die and just go back home. But I don't want to die. Shield. Bum 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 bum. There he is. That big tree looking mother sucker duck. Alright, let's make some pal spears. I'm overweight. The game's calling me fat. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Ta-da! You can make one. Uno. Eins, zwei, drei. Oh wait, no, just one. Boom. I can make 10 of these. Okay. Look at my buff self. I don't know about you, but that line going up the middle makes it seem like I got a freaking heart transplant or something. And I have a pickaxe coming through my side. That can't be healthy. Maybe. Bottom. What else can I make? Absolutely nothing. That's what. Do 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 I've never been a fan of Twitter, but after some things failed, I decided I'd post some stuff on Twitter, and I kind of got excited because I started getting attention. Like, people started noticing, which is cool. I'd like to get my name out there, so I thought that was really nice. But I noticed an issue with Twitter. Basically the same issue I had with Twitch when I first started streaming like a year ago and then ended up stopping. Anyway, not important. Basically, on Twitter, I'm getting a lot of artists contacting me. Which is not that great. Honestly, I'd rather have, if I'm gonna talk to artists asking to do work for me, I kind of rather do it on Twitch, where they can at least give me some bullshit conversation for a while, give me some human interaction while I'm streaming, before ultimately finding out I'm broke and won't be buying art. But before that, we get to have human interaction and I get to talk to people. And I do like talking to people while I'm on stream. Makes me happy. It's the main. This is my version of socializing, I suppose. Ta-da! I got a shield. Alright, what do I need for stuff? I need fibers. I need cloth. I need... I need to lose weight because the game thinks I'm fat. Look at my long stick. Jab, 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 jab. Jab. For the good of the mission, I shall jab. Alright, what can I get rid of? Metal is useless to me at the moment. It still puts me at 30 over. What can I make if I have fiber again? Wood. Or, old bow. Yeah, that's worth it. Okay. Let's get some fiber first. Dan. Squishy. Dan will make me a bow. Although I think I just counteracted the amount of wood that I would have gotten rid of. Well, almost. Pretty much, yeah. I picked up 22 and I used 30, so that's an 8 difference. Which would mean that's not 30 pounds less. Apparently it is. Fuck me for thinking I know how to do math. Anyway. Oh, right. I need some sheep so I can get some clothes so I won't be freezing butt naked all the time. Naked is free. But for some reason, people get all upset when you leave the house and you don't have clothes on. What's wrong with the world these days? Ta-da! Holy crap, I get a lot of wool from these guys. I could have swore you only got one from it. But that's me working on outdated information. I haven't played a lot of Palworld in the past year. I played for quite a while last year. About a year ago. Then pretty much took a long break. Oh, right, I destroyed my bench. I don't need to walk to a bench. What are they fighting? Let's put stuff together first. And then go check them out. Oh, they are fighting the deer. You can tell by the hit. Dos. Tres. Alright. And cloth. The most basic of outfits. Just enough to keep you from running around. With your... What's that? 8-pack? Yeah, your 8-pack out. We wouldn't want to be accused of being a thirst trap, right? Because that's totally something that happens to me all the time. Without a doubt. Yeah, totally. Yep. No need to question it. Just blindly take my word. That I totally get accused of being a thirst trap. Blind faith, people. Blind faith. And my parachute. What the hell's the name of that, the mammoth in Ice Age? Manny? Maybe? Ow. I think it's Manny. Manny, Sid, and Diego, right? So if I get a Mamorous, I'm gonna name him Manny, unless I figure out that I was completely wrong about his name. Which could happen. I could be a total idiot or a certain number of times. Probably don't want to say how many times or how often. It's going to get dark as crap. I believe that's the official terminology for nighttime. It's not night, it's dark as crap. What do you want, boy? When you faint, you'll drop. When you faint, you'll drop some of the items you were carrying, but a pillar of some of the items. The hell are you talking about? I drop everything. But the pillar of light will mark the spot so you can easily find them. Basically tutorial stuff. I don't need to know any of that crap. I know everything. Except most things. Bottom, 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 bum, bum, bum. Man, this game just likes calling me fat. Constantly letting me know I'm overweight. Oh, cool. What do you have to say? Worrywart Farmer. Could you deliver this special dish to a nearby settlement for me? Give it to the super dependable looking one. You'll recognize them right away. Like hell I will. Okay. Well then. I feel like that's their not so subtle way of trying to get me to go to the town. Except I cannot run right now. They give me a legendary class. Son of a... Yeah. Oh. Who's she trying to flirt with in town? And you lose 7 pounds to run. That sounds like a lot of pounds for this. Well, let's go... Actually, berries are 6.6. Okay, cool. That'll do it. Dark as crap. Can't see squat. Let's blindly run into the darkness. Like a true hero. Or a total stooge. Depends on if I die or not. If I live, we'll say it's heroic. If I die, we'll call it stupid. Although, sometimes heroic and stupid can, fine line. Fine line. Yeah. Doopy doopy doop boop 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 boopy doopy doop. Look at that. Why is he always depressed, though? That. I don't know about you, but when I'm depressed, I don't go around attacking people. In fact, when I'm depressed, I don't go around. Give me your stuff. Do, 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 bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, can't run anymore. Can't jump anymore. Cause the game thinks I'm fat. Tubby. Not to be confused with Teletubby. Jeez, can't run nowhere. Can't do nothing. Okay, let's go this way. That's the way I was trying to go in the first place, but I got lost. Cause darkness, of course. Vixie! Gotta love Vixie. This is definitely my ranch animal. First pal. First try. It's always easier to catch a bunch of Cativa at the very beginning. Although I'm not really trying to go for easy at the moment. Actually, I pretty much never try to go for easy. I sit and think, how can I make my life more difficult? As if the list wasn't long enough already. You never really have to worry about making life more difficult. Life just has a way of throwing challenges at you. But sometimes I'm impatient. Although in my defense, doing things the hard way does teach you more. You learn more. You gain more abilities. Knowledge and know-how and all that stuff. Dark as crap. Maybe I should make a torch. Town should be around here somewhere. Actually, I just need to follow the symbol at the top of my freaking... And that should lead me... Yep. Immediately or directly to said town. I don't know why I didn't think of that immediately. Walking around in the... Oh, almost morning. But the important thing is I made it to town in the dark. Because apparently... I'm just going to say that that's totally what I was planning to do. And it was totally my goal. Yeah. 100%. I definitely didn't make it up after I got here. Totally. Maybe.
Hey.
I don't know. Let's sell some crap so I can actually move. Bloop.
Oh.
Boy.
Hey.
There we go. Okay, now super dependable one. Who the hell would that be? Can I activate the quest? Track. There we go. Alright.
Hey.
There's a way. Oh, up there. Why would I assume the person up there is Why would I assume anyone's dependable? People don't usually give me the impression that they're dependable. That or I'm stubborn and just prefer to depend upon myself. Well, yeah. What's this? Is that for me? It smells absolutely wonderful. Thanks, I'll savor every bite. Okay. Should I let her know then, I guess? Yep. I guess I'll go tell her that dude thinks it was delicious. Ah. Do bum 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 bum. Doopy doopy doop bum 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 bum. Treasure. Give me that good. Bloop. Look at that bird flying up there. Thinks he's so cool. Thinks he's all special. Because he doesn't need to touch the ground. You see how it is.
Hey.
So, the pals couldn't resist the spell of my special this afternoon. Not really. They didn't mess with me until I messed with that depressed thing.
Huh?
But I really appreciate you getting it there safely. Thank you so much. I appreciate the hand gesture she's making, actually. I feel like they don't pertain to this particular story. But that type of thing does help for communication. Body language and movement helps with communication. So it totally fits the my socially awkward weird ass. Can't do any of that hand motions because I'm in a straitjacket. This is the way. Doopy 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 doop pop pop. And stamina. What she give me food? What the heck? I don't actually eat meat, but my character does, and that does look kind of cute. They should give real life hamburgers ears and stuff like that. That would make that would be cool. Or cute or whatever. One of them words. Ah, jeez. How did I fix that last time? Okay, no, it seems to be fine now. For a second there I had a lag thing that... But it seems to be fine right now. If I make it through this stream without any scuff, I will be massively impressed. Massive. Oh. Do. And again, they're calling me fat. They got no chill. No chill at all. How much does this bring up? Nutrition. That is way more than I ever need. Because if I need that much, I'm already dead. Wait, no, I don't think you die from no nutrition in this game. Blah 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 blah. Glub blub 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 blub. Doobie 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 da pa pa pa. Shibbity bop shbop shbop. Random noise. For no apparent reason. Doopy doopy doop boop 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 boopy doop. Ah, darn it. Could be problematic. Oh, nope. I can magically get over the edge. Giggity. I mean, Huh. Screw physics. Gravity is a myth. As long as you don't believe in physics, you could do anything. Because science totally needs you to believe in it to exist. Yeah. Because logic costs extra. Rah. That'd be convenient though, wouldn't it? If we could just turn off physics by saying I don't believe in it. And just start ignoring laws of physics. I would like doing that. That'd be fun. In my opinion. It's good. Alrighty. Flop. You know what, screw it. I'm going to the place where I like to build my base. Place in the base. Base. All about the base. Doobie. And I think I should run into a dire howl along the way. I'd be surprised if I didn't. Wait a minute. For the John Wayne mode thing, it doesn't the concept of it doesn't appear to transfer over well from Ark to Palworld. Because the concept I mainly got from Hondo of you going around on your mount and having a dog follow you and be your little companion. But for this game, you can have 4 pals in little spheres hanging off you. So you're still going around with just your pal.
What? Oh.
So basically, it's perfectly fine to carry pals around. Oop, shiny. What the? What have we here? Cativa. Oh, I do have arrows. Son of a... Let's see if he hops down. I'm gonna smack him in the face with my sharp, pointy stick. Right between the eye. Must have been the wind. Oh, right. They have powerful abilities, don't they? Who are you fighting me? Who are you? Look at these people showing up out of nowhere. Can't you see I'm trying to do stuff? I'm gonna catch Cativa so I can carry stuff around. Oh, he came down. And I'm low on health. Jeez, that sucker goes forever, doesn't he? What the fuck? Alright, you son of a... Altitude. You can suck my arrow. And I'm out of arrows. Time to just throw balls. Smack you in the face with my balls. There we go. Ring of Neutral Resistance. Ancient Civilization. Oh yeah, you get Ancient Civilization parts from those. What does the ring do again? Ah, slightly lowers neutral damage. Alright. Dooby dooby doop boop boop bop bop. Shooby doo bop. Scooby dooby doo. Be dooby doo. I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have run up dry. I tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give. Which I'm singing because I remembered I just passed by a farmer that wants to see some fucks, and I have no fucks to give. So let me try to get her fuck. Let's see if I can get her fuck so I can give a fuck. What are the odds? Let's find out. I have a fuck. I have one fuck to give. This boy better realize how special he is. He's gonna get my one sole fuck to give. And he's gonna take it. He's gonna take it away from me. He's gonna steal my fuck. Although I don't know that it's... I don't know you can call it stealing if it's giving it willingly to him. Dire Howl. Yeah, give a fuck. They even named it Give a Fuck. I shall give him my single fuck. I have one fuck to give, and he will take it immediately. That's a lot of Japanese that... I need to learn Japanese. I need a pal with all that stats. Yeah. Alrighty. Deliver my fuck. And there you have it, folks. I've no more fucks to give. No more fucks to give. My fucks have run up dry. I tried to go fuck shopping, but I've no fucks left to buy. The heck is that? Oh, Mamorus decided to go for a swim. Wait a minute, did he have his tusk out of, or his trunk out of the water so he could breathe? Dude, that is an awesome addition. What the hell? That is so smart. Is he actually walking on the bottom? He's walking on the bottom. So, like, can he go in deeper water? I want to ride him.
What?
Yeah. Aw. Come on. Come on. No. Man. I vaguely recall watching a video that showed that you can't ride him. At least not like this. That's unfortunate. Can't make life too easy. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. Waka, 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 wah, wah, wah. Random noise, random. Oh yeah, there was a freaking dire howl over there. I want a dire howl. Am I level 9 yet? Oh, I leveled up. Okay, level 8. Technology. The farther I go, the more I realize you can't really do John Wayne mode in this thing. Not if you want to progress. Well, successfully progress. Ouch. I'll compromise. I'll... I was gonna say I'll just use Dire Howl for when I'm not in the base, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna do anyway. Crap. I spent too much time thinking rather than worrying about my safety. It also doesn't help that I can't see my health bar. I got my stand from my webcam kind of blocking the lowest part of the screen, and it kind of blocks my freaking health bar from me, so I can't see it until I'm start seeing my screen start to go red. I should probably do something about that. Yeah. Intelligence. Aliens searched my brain for intelligence, but found that there was none. I don't know why I had to say aliens for that part. Actually, that'd be funny. If I get abducted in my sleep, I wake up on a ship, they look down at me and go, "There is no intelligence in this life form." And I suddenly forgot what I was going to say next. So I think I just proved them right, even though they didn't do that. In the future, if they ever try that, I think I've already proven them correct. I do wonder what they would say about me. Regardless of intelligence, my brain has some pretty chemically messed up stuff in it. So, wonder if they'd have stuff to say, wonder if they'd have a way to fix me. That'd be interesting. By the way, we have mastery over the human mind, and we can fix you. You won't have disorders anymore. Really? I wonder what that's like. I saw a short that had Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he made predictions. He had a list of predictions for what he thinks is gonna happen by, or what we're gonna get technologically. I can't talk. Neil deGrasse Tyson made a list of predictions about how far we'll progress by the year 2050. And on the list, he said we're going to have such a mastery over the human mind that we will be able to we'll be able to cure all mental disorders. And I was thinking, man, that's cool. That'd be nice for everybody else. It's kind of irrelevant to me, personally. But, it'd be nice if nobody else had to go through this stuff anymore. I wonder if that would include, trauma-related ones, like ones that you get from trauma. I don't know. We'll find out in the future, or someone will find out in the future. I'm sure. Frankly, it'd be a miracle beyond miracle, if I made it to 2050. Which I'm not broken up about. I mean, it's something I've known since I was like 10. To be perfectly honest, imaginary chatter that's sitting across from me on my screen. To be perfectly honest, my goal is to be able to be mentally stable for another 3 years. I want to be able to be fully functioning for 3 more years. It would be nice if I make it past that, of course. My parents want me to aim for past that. But my current goal, 3 years. And that made me happy. I want my streams to be more happy, cheerful, and like silly. Just randomness and whatnot. Not necessarily heavy drama. Or no, I'm not planning on doing any drama. But yeah, my goal is happy and silly and fun streams. But to be honest, most of the stuff going on in my life right now doesn't make the list for happy, fun, silly, all that mess. So I'm kind of struggling to find topics, I guess. The easiest thing would be to talk about things going on in life right now. But things going on in life right now are kind of depressing. Do-do. 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 I'd rather people get to know me as the goofy me rather than have their first time meeting me be, man, this guy's freaking depressing. So let's do something not depressing, like, I forgot what I was about to say. Da-do, da-do, da-do. I should do a counter, or get like a thing. I should count how many times I forget what I'm saying while I'm saying it. I just noticed I only really, God damn it. I just noticed I only really open my mouth to say something, then forget about it when I'm only talking to imaginary chatter over there. Last few times that people actually talked to me on stream, I didn't have any problems with talking or remembering what I was trying to say. Huh. How about that? Oh well, that's a personal problem. Do, 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 bum, 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 bum. Doobie doobie doop, bop, 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 bop. Alrighty, alrighty. All lefty, all lefty. I don't remember that. What the hell am I looking at? Okay, my goal is this way. I don't remember that. Over here like Gandalf, I have no memory of this place. And I'm walking in the dark again. It's dark as crap. Humana, humana, hum. Ooh, those are bigger guys. But I lack the intelligence to walk away from areas I shouldn't be in. I just look at them and go, challenge accepted. Doobie doobie doo. Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum. Doo 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 bum 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 bum. Can't see squat. I can't see squat. It's a good thing I'm not looking for squat. Ah, I could take that route. Right? Yeah, and that'll bring me back to, or bring me to the fire, place with fire pals. Yeah. I suppose it would have been intelligent to go activate the teleporter thing. But who wants to do intelligent things? I mean, come on. You gotta go for questionable things. It makes life more interesting. Lots more interesting. Yes, yes. Doobie 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 doop boop 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 boom bum bidum bum 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 bidum bum 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 badum bum bum. Ready. Buttons, buttons, buttons everywhere, but nothing to push. Alrighty. That way, right? Yep. Let's go that way. Swim. Swim, swim, swim away till the shark eats me. Num, num, num. No more legs for me. I hope you liked my song. The album is gonna drop probably never. But I appreciate your support nonetheless. Ba-dum. 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 Oh yeah, there's boss fights now. Or people that you can hunt for bounties, and there's two over here. One called Dinah and Mite. So yeah, Dynamite over here, being like level 26 or something. And I currently haven't leveled up my attack yet. Scars of War. Greetings and salutations. I don't know who I am greeting, but to whom I'm greeting, welcome. It would be cool if someone hopped in right then and there, right as I said greetings, and then I freak them out. Greetings, welcome to my stream. Holy crap, how'd you know I was here? I'm magic. Skills. My brain is just that. You know, I can't honestly say cool with a clear conscience. I could not say my brain is that cool or that awesome with a clear conscience. It's just not possible. But I hope my brain is questionable enough that it provides entertainment for others. I know some people in real life like to hang out around me for some unknown reason. Maybe they're weird. Hopefully, thank God they're weird. It is wrong. It's cruel and unusual punishment to call somebody normal. That's just mean. Should never call someone normal. Weird is always the way to go. If you're not weird, what are you doing with your life? Just remember, you can't always control what happens during your day, but you can control what you do. Be the weirdest, most unhinged thing in somebody else's day. It's your right. You can do it. It's free. Usually. Most of the time it's free. Unless you want to go expert mode, and then maybe you want to fork over some money to do something extraordinary. As opposed to extraordinary. Don't be part of the problem. Be the whole problem. And make people wonder how the f you did it. I always feel like I unlock an achievement. I feel like I unlock an achievement every time somebody says, how the fuck did you do that? Although most of the time it's actually, how the hell did you do that? Or what am I looking at right now? If you fuck something up so bad, they don't even know what they're looking at. That's achievement level stuff right there. Makes you feel good about yourself. Or makes me feel good about myself. I don't know about you. But I am thoroughly weird, and I'm so grateful when I completely baffle other people with my weirdness. Where am I going again? I am just walking and oop, there go the fireworks. Yeah, why would anybody freaking... Oh, wait, no. I was about to say, why would anybody freaking watch me on the 4th of July? And then I just remembered that that's only an American holiday. So, people overseas that are probably asleep right now probably don't celebrate this holiday. I seem to have noticed some flaws in my logic. Oh well, consistency's sake. I plan on streaming every Friday evening, so consistency. That's the important thing here. Not whether or not people come and watch me, it's consistency. Right. Totally. Without a doubt, 100%. Most important thing. Actually, that is the most important thing, so yeah. I've watched a lot of videos with a lot of advice because I do want to succeed and be entertaining for other people. I want to be entertaining and I want to succeed. So I watched lots of videos with advice, and the most common, most universal advice acknowledged was be consistent. Honestly, something I struggle with my randomness. But yeah, consistent. I'm working on being consistent. In time, I mean, like time frame and schedule wise. Consistent during a stream, that's just straight up impossible. There's no fucking way. But starting stream at specific times, that's plausible. I think. Maybe. We'll find out. Ah, damn it. I forgot about that. Actually, no, I didn't forget about that. I figured I'd be attacked on the way here. But I forgot those specific people would be right there. And those are suicidal bees. Random noises. Come on, I don't have anything to say. Apparently, I will make random noises. I feel like that would be very annoying. Or could be very annoying depending on the noises. You know, I've done all kinds of stuff already with my life. All kinds of weird stuff. Stuff that people might find entertaining. Interesting stories. But for some reason, I can never just freaking summon them. I can't just call forth the stories people might actually find interesting.
What? Oh.
That would be a fantastic ability to have during stream. There's a quiet moment. Nobody's talking. Maybe nobody's even here. Maybe I should tell a story. Something people might find interesting. Let us open the archives. Let's see. Brain goes 404. Error. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Maybe I should do like voice practice, like voice actors and whatnot do vocal practices type of thing. Maybe I should try doing that so I can control my voice better, and so that I don't slip up when I try talking to people and start going because I can't freaking talk. Yeah, that would be kind of smart. And it would be kind of cool if I could do different voices, and voice acting could be fun. I don't know who I'd be voice acting for or what I'd be voicing. Son of a shit. Shit. Quickly, run fast. Doobie doop, boop, 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 up. The perks of upgrading stamina. When you're too stupid to stay in the areas meant for your level, stamina comes in clutch.
What?
Hell yeah. Goodness gracious, there's a bunch of fucking suicide bombers over here. There should be a mod to make what the? Ooh, hunger. I struggle from that in real life too. I don't feel hunger in real life. I just don't. It's not something I feel. So unless I am like on the verge of starving, I don't feel hunger. And that's partly because of my medication and partly because my brain is weird. But
What?
my thought for how to deal with that particular issue was to like set certain times a day where I go and eat. And as you can imagine, I did not do that a single fucking time. Actually, I might have done it a couple times. No. I have no memory of doing it a single time. Even as a kid, we started off, or as a kid, parents started off doing with the whole, this is meal time, this is when we eat. But quickly came to the conclusion that that can't be how life is going to work. So, yeah, just eat when we felt hungry. Can you sense a problem with that? Fuck. Man, I'm running into a bunch of... I'm going south, aren't I? I need to go north. Son of a bitch. I'm making friends everywhere. Wacha. Jump off a cliff. That's the safe thing to do. Safe thing to do. Collecting souls. Oh, that's a oil rig place, right? Doobie doop doop doo doo doop doo doop doo 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 doo. Doobie doobie. Water goblins. Oh, they're actually oh wait, no, they're called gobfin. I was about to say goblin. They are a goblin. Gobfin. Again, I'm going south. But I kind of want that palsphere, that megasphere. Sphincter. You, sir, are the sphincter of a very cheap mule. I came up with that back in high school. And it was... Why are they running? And why are they running to exactly where I'm trying to go? Go away. Nobody asked you. Do, 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 bum, 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 bum. But yeah, that's the most elegant way of calling someone an asshole. You, sir, are the sphincter of a very cheap mule. The very cheap part is optional. God, son of a... Well. Jump fin turf. That one can be my pal. Yeah, yeah. Words evade me. Floppy is a excellent pet pal, and it would sufficiently make up. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I should do vocal practices. Floppy will satisfy the John Wayne mode challenge. Dire Howl is my mount. Floppy is the pet. If I can fucking catch it. Because profanity is apparently very necessary for that sentence to work. Ah! Get back here. Oh yeah, he's way higher than me right now. Fuck. Oh right, part of the John Wayne mode challenge thingy is to not rely on your pet on your tamed creatures to do anything. That was part of the purpose. South, 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 north, that way. I'm not level 9 yet, am I? I mainly could. I'm questioning my level because at level 9 I can make a harness and ride Dire Howl, and he can officially be my mount. But that would completely depend on me having a base or having a workbench to make PAL stuff. And my current quest is to go to a northern island and make a base there. So there's a massive flaw in that logic of checking my level. Order of things. First things first, second things third, third things fourth, fifth things second, and sixth things 29th. You gotta know how the order works. You gotta know how numbers work. Yeah. And north we go. As I follow behind explosive, angry things where the wild things are. You know, I made it through school without reading any books, for like English class. They had books that you're supposed to read, and I didn't read any of them. Not a single one. So occasionally someone mentions a book that is popular and that they read in high school because the teacher made them read it in high school, or maybe it was part of the lesson. But yeah, I have no idea what the story for those are. I didn't read them, don't know them. Yep. I'm special. I did read entire book series though, or two. I guess it would be a franchise, a book franchise. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about the terminology for books. As you could tell, I'm a different type of intellectual, if you want to dare to call me intellectual. Dare, I dare you. Anyway, I've read books by Emily Rhoda. There's a, I guess, franchise, Del Toro. It starts with Del Toro Quest, then goes to Del Toro Shadowlands, then Del Toro Dragons, and I read all those books. Then there's the Rowan books, and I think I've read all of those. And then there's another one. There's a single book she wrote, a standalone book, I believe, called Finders Keepers, which I've actually been wanting to read again because there was a lot of unique stuff in there that I'm pretty sure is in that book. Nobody seems to understand what I'm referencing when I talk about it. So I'm pretty sure it's from that book, and I would like to see that stuff again. But anyway, this thing that I've been ignoring, what the flying flip nickel? That sucker's huge. And I feel like they would kill me. Distinct, very real possibility. Oh yeah, so my armor's broke. Okay, which way's north? That way's north. Climbing. Yeah. Up we go. I actually used to do climbing as a sport and participated in competitions as a climber. I feel like that might contribute to why I like watching people play Peak. That and there's also interactions, of course. It looks super fun to play with friends, but I haven't unlocked friends yet, so I would just be playing alone. And I don't really have a problem with playing alone, as you can tell. I'm good at being solo. But it is something I would like to try with friends rather than alone. But there we go. I saw a video a while back that I'm pretty sure was a skit, but it was so true. And it was such a wonderful point. It was a guy, his wife, and I'm guessing a divorce lawyer. And the guy turns, looks at the woman, and yells, "Bitch, you think you know what's best for my children?" Yeah, I don't remember exactly what he said, apparently. Something along the lines of, "You think you know what's best for my children," or something like that. And the lawyer guy speaks up and he goes, "Sir, there's no need to yell and use profanity. One of the two will suffice." And honestly, that was epic advice. The dude turned around, said it again with a perfectly calm voice, using the profanity at the calm voice. It freaking amplified the hell out of it, way more than yelling did.
What?
So yeah, I guess I'm teaching people on stream that they don't need to yell to use profanity. And if they want to use profanity, yelling kind of hurts it. So I'm basically, it's like, you know what? Let's go on stream and start teaching people how to use profanity better. Which actually sounds fun to me. Intelligence is not required to function, apparently. There's actually a much safer route to go than the route I'm going. But, yeah, I got nothing. I don't have any follow-up to that. Just, there is a much safer, simpler, faster way to get to where I'm going than the way I'm going right now. But this is the way I'm going. Make of that what you will. Although I'm pretty sure there's like one outcome to that thought. Unless you're creative, for all I know, you can. Let's go blah 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 blah. There we go. That was totally understandable, right? About as understandable as what I was gonna say.
What?
Or what I was. Yeah, what I was gonna say. It's not as understandable as what I was trying to say, but it was exactly as understandable as what I was saying. If you know what I mean. If you don't, that changes absolutely nothing. Look at them furry little panda suckaduckas. Can you tell the hoodie on my model was I was going for like a panda thing? I can add sleeves for the upper thing to give it more pronounced stuff, and I can push a button to get rid of chains, and I can and I got a couple other toggles. Oh, Vixie Trust. Okay. Oh right, it's getting dark, and I don't know where crap is in the dark. I might run into Catris, even though that's irrelevant right now. Catris is my favorite pal. Definitely my favorite. However, according to John Wayne Challenge, Catris is ineligible to be pet and ineligible to be mount. So it's going to be a no. Catris is going to have to sit this one out. You know what? To hell with it. Let's make a torch. You see that, people? I finally grew intelligence. And just like that, the intelligence was gone. Couldn't even finish the sentence before I gave it up. What the fuck? Oh. Wait, what is this? What do I have here? Compound bow. Man, isn't that nice? For way in the future. far away was that? 201 meters. 201 meters. I watched a video that I quickly came to the conclusion that the person came to. They live in England, and they were watching a video about America, and part of it was saying that Americans at one point had considered using the metric system because it clearly makes way more sense than, what the hell is it called? Imperial, I guess. Yeah. It definitely makes more sense than the Imperial. So, at one point it was being considered that we'd adopt the metric system. And the person in the video said that would probably be a mistake because England does that, or England did that, and basically they just use both now, and it's confusing. So it'd be simpler, easier to just stick with the one you got. Stick with the one you know. I was like, that makes a lot of sense. And I see a lot of academically challenged individuals, and I would imagine that most of them can't figure out conversion. When I was in high school, I took classes to be a welder, and I learned that according to my teacher, there was a welding company that went bankrupt because they got a job overseas, and they didn't convert to metric. So they wasted millions, or had to pay millions in screw-ups. It completely bankrupted them. That's rough. But it's random thing popped in my head. Sometimes I thought I would be a terror on a job site. I'm good at building things. I really am. So doing the construction wouldn't actually be a problem. But I tend to let my intrusive thoughts win, intentionally or unintentionally. So, say I get the intrusive thought to shorten one of the measuring tapes by a 1/4 inch or an 1/8 of an inch. I wonder how much trouble that would cause. That probably doesn't mean much to most people. That statement there. I feel like it would cause a hell of a lot of trouble. And chaos. Glorious chaos, yes. Yeah. Flippity floppity boppity boppity. Bibbity bobbity. Back the fuck up. Taco, 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 taco. Tacos are delicious. Do, 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 bum, 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 bum. Scooby-Dooby-Doo-Bop. Son of a bitch. No! Man, I am good at running into these specific enemies, aren't I? Pal Alliance guys and explosive angry bees. Don't they got nothing better to do? Places to go, people to do. So much time, so little to do. Wop, 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 wop. And there's a queen bee. That's the ice mountain thing. Which means the small desert is over yonder. Wait, no. Yonder. Wait. Yeah, well, it's farther than I was initially thinking it was just now. Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum. I'm still figuring out a lot of stuff. I'm not as tech savvy as I would like to be for this particular profession. But learning process, maybe I'll get more competent, kind of. But I tried multi-streaming to YouTube and lots of problems. I said definition of lots of problems doesn't quite fit this. I had two main problems. Three problems. One, my brain just turned off again. One problem was bitrate. My computer couldn't handle giving the bitrate or giving the information to both Twitch and YouTube. Fuck. Another issue was I could not see chat. Is that the same fucking... It's not the same fucking... Right? Yeah, it's a different fucking... Rawr. Fuck. That'll learn you. Well, that should help things out. Oh wait, that's a bee right, or queen bee right there. She doesn't blow up. Usually. For no reason. I need to figure out how to make my streaming service recognize YouTube for streaming. I need to figure out how to do chat for multi-streaming. I need to figure out how to make my computer good enough to stream to multiple things. And I need to figure out how to grow a brain. Let's see what she wants. Do it again. Do the thing. Surprised. Surprise, motherfucker. Free stuff. Thanks, lady. Or boy, or whatever you are. Who cares? Oh, right. Hunger. Mate. Thanks, mate. That would be a nice one, right? That'd work. Dude, guy, person, flippity floppity, flippity gibbet. Actually, they might qualify as a flippity gibbet, so. Yeah. Thanks, flippity gibbet. Wrong direction. Again. Okay. I need to go north and west. Sure, let's hit up that fast travel. Chatty, 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 bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
What?
I would like to get one of them, but I think I'm level 8. And my armor is broken. Neither of which necessarily means I can't do it, though. Oh, lovely. Okay, it's probably going to be mean to me. Because I look funny.
What?
Oh, he didn't notice me. Cool. Do, 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 bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Is that a Mimug? Yes, it is. Completely irrelevant at the moment. Cannot do nothing with it. But it is nice to see them. Okay, that is in fact the island I thought it was. And that means the desert is in fact right there. Like the way you do it right there, right there. Wicka bow 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 right there. Wow, 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 wow. I don't know. Does anyone else find my voice annoying? I find my voice very annoying to me. Personally, it's quite annoying. I was recording a video a while back, though. Earlier in June. To be precise. And when I rewatched it, I noticed I did a voice. I was trying to be silly at the time. But the voice I made, when I heard it afterwards, sounded really good. Like, holy crap, I didn't know I could sound good like that. It sounded like the type of voice someone would actually be attracted to. I wasn't aware that was a possibility. And I definitely wasn't aware that it comes out when I'm trying to sound stupid. Like, haha, I sound silly. They're like, no, you sound good. I'm assuming. In my opinion, I sounded good, so.
What?
I feel like there might be at least one other person who thought the same thing. Boom. Bottom. 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 I haven't figured out what the voice was exactly or how to do it. So mentioning it right now kind of doesn't serve any particular purpose other than mentioning. I don't know. What you looking at, substitute chatter? Oh. Here comes a cat. He's probably going to yell at me. He likes to talk. Alright, the desert's right there. I feel like that's too great of a distance to swim there. I can't ride Dire Howl yet. Okay. Alternatives. Climb up, and keep progressing west, I believe.
What?
Is the direction I wish to go.
What? Yeah.
Do I have the cloth to fix my armor? I do not. Alright. I see how it is. Can't make life too easy.
What?
Doobie doobie doop boop boop.
What?
Doop doo doo. Bottom 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 bum 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 bottom. Bum bottom 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 bum 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 ba.
What? What? Hip. Oh.
Dire Howl. Trust has increased. Look at my Dire Howl. Ooh. And there's two nice ones. Not wonderful, but nice. More than I would have expected for the first time.
What?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Yeah. What?
I need to find more ways to get myself out there. How to meet more people, make friends as a VTuber.
Oh.
I'm not talking clout chasing type of things. I just want to make friends. I honestly want to make friends.
Yeah.
And maybe work our way up to collaborations. Honestly, I'm a little worried about collaborations for other people. Not with other people, for other people. Because I have a habit of going off script and saying out of pocket, possibly offensive things without necessarily trying to. And I'd hate for that to negatively affect somebody else on their streams. I'm perfectly fine messing up my own life or messing up my own stuff, but I don't like messing up other people's stuff. I do want to make friends though with other VTubers. Or acquaintances. That could be nice too. I was watching a thing, a short about Ed Sure something. Famous musician guy. Ed something, whatever. And it was like an interview, and he said something that made a lot of sense and caught my attention. And it was that at one point he was at a recording studio, and Eminem was there, and one of the guys asked if he'd like to meet Eminem, and he said no. Not because he didn't want to see him, he really did want to see him. But what he said was, "I'm hot right now." That's not what he said. That's what I said. I forgot the desert's hot. Silly me. Anyway, he said that basically he didn't want to meet him as a fan. He wanted to wait until like the feeling was mutual. He wanted it to be like he wanted to meet Eminem after he was successful and Eminem had respect for him and liked his stuff. And it's basically the difference between getting an autograph from someone you look up to and being a friend of somebody you look up to and respect. And that sounds really cool. There's streamers that I do watch, VTubers that I do watch, and would like to be friends with, but they don't know me from any other person on the street, and I don't want to just be some person that probably don't need to reiterate it. I basically said it already. I want to be their friend, not just some fanboy they talk to on occasion or whatever. I'm not interested in the autograph. I'm interested in friendship. Although I wouldn't classify myself as a friend to, or as a fan of anybody. I'm not really the fan type. the YouTubers that I watch and would like to be friends with, it's not that I'm a fan of them, it's that I respect them. I don't have delusions about them. I don't have desires about them. I don't have hopes and dreams, wishes, nothing. It's just I respect them and can see myself being their friend. Or see us being friends. Good friends. I don't know, maybe I don't know if that's considered fan or something else. I wouldn't get all excited and whatnot if I got to meet them. If I got to meet them, if I got an autograph from them, it wouldn't do anything for me. I'm not gonna like flip my shit like, oh yeah, I got an autograph. I'm not really that type of person. I don't view people in that way. So I don't know that I could ever be considered a fan of anything or anyone. I feel like I got way off track. But there wasn't necessarily a track to begin with, I suppose. Who the hell knows? Son of a whore. But I have made it to the island I had sought out to find. Or sought out to... Words, mumble. I've reached... I'm almost at the end of my journey. At the end of this specific leg of my journey. Because of course there's still more to do. Lots more, much more, so much more. All the more. I've reached the island that I plan to build my base upon. I was going to say on, but as I was saying the sentence, I started questioning my grammar, and if upon would be more fancy than on. I don't necessarily know if that actually... I feel like that might not be proper grammar. But I tried, damn it. Attempts to sound intelligent. Ich weiß nicht. Alright, I have a torch now. I don't have to walk around in fun of a fourth. Oh, I was supposed to say, did they really not notice me? They got sticks. Oh, one of them has a gun, never mind. That awkward moment when you stand up to a mugger and you pull out your bat and you ready to fight bat to bat, and then he pulls out a gun, you're just like, ah, hell. That's gonna hurt a bit more. It's easier to dodge a bat than it is to dodge a bullet. And it's even easier to dodge a mullet. This land, I shall tame it and call it this land. Right there. Objective complete. Alright. Make some storage. Did I seriously not catch a land ball? I did not. Alright. Alright, what am I sitting at? How heavy am I? I'm at 107. And I do not have enough materials, or do not have enough wood. Wood. Smack a tree. Whack. I like to move my head with the swinging, but it's kind of making me dizzy. Fear it. I'm still doing it though. Probably gonna break my axe soon, aren't I? I haven't broken it yet, so it should be breaking soon. By my calculations. There it is. I knew it. Boop. Doom ba doom whap whap. Wah 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 wah. Oh, right. Broken. Cloth. Everything want my cloth. Wait, doesn't Floppy attack when it's out? You can make it so that Floppy is like outside of the PAL sphere, coming around with you. But doesn't it attack stuff? If it attacks stuff, then it violates the John Wayne mode thing. It just doesn't work on this thing. This might have been a fool's errand. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Bloop. 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 Insufficient materials. Let's see how it is. Oh. Might have to do Ark Survival Ascended. I haven't played Ascended, but from what I can tell, it's Ark Survival Ascended is essentially Ark Survival Evolved, but remade for Unreal Engine 5. Which sounds nice. I can definitely do John Wayne mode on Ark Survival Evolved, and probably on Ark Survival Ascended. Ooh. But I believe it is safe to say that I cannot properly do John Wayne mode on Palworld. Not in terms of what it's supposed to be. Damn. I suppose that means I'll be if I can't do John Wayne mode on here and I still want to do a challenge, I'll probably have to switch to the Lucky Pal challenge, where I can only catch and use Lucky Pals like I was doing before. That's unfortunate, though. Or maybe I'll think of a different challenge. Maybe I'll come up with something different. Because Lucky Pal challenge is not very original. not all that creative. Not unique. And I kind of want to do something new. Some sort of challenge people don't do or haven't done. Which basically means something no one's thought of, I guess. Wah, 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 wah. But first, let us get the ability to speak. Let's build a ranch or two, so I can put out Vixie and start getting materials. So be it. Depresso sounds like he belongs on Enchanted. Oh, Disenchanted, my bad. Disenchanted. No, Disenchantment. Right? Yeah, Disenchantment. I'm 30% sure. Semi-trained professional here. Not enough stamina. Ta-da. Apparently I'm hungry. My stomach is rumbling. Tacos would be nice. Sounds delicious. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I need to look up how other streamers, other VTubers manage to stream with facial tracking and stuff while doing VR. Because, I mean, I have a PlayStation VR 2 thing, but it covers a massive chunk of my face. So, like, I'm not sure how that works. How it can do the facial tracking stuffs of a web camera if it's covering up most of the face. And even after that, how does it track my face when I turn and end up like freaking turning 360 degrees? How do I get it to get my voice on a good microphone? There's a lot I don't know. We'll just say that. I'll find out though. Give it time, I'll find out. Fiber. every fiber of my being. Yeah, right. But what if my being doesn't have fiber? Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh. Somewhere out there is footage of me doing an ass race. It was recorded on someone's phone. An ass race where we put our butts on the ground, put our legs up slightly, and used our hands to pull ourselves forward while dragging our butt across the grass. So yeah, ass race. Although it's also possible that that footage was destroyed or deleted or is on a device that no longer functions. Who knows? But yeah, that's something we recorded. Which in itself is impressive, because when I was growing up, yeah, starting a story off like that, I'm old as fuck. Anyway, when I was growing up, we didn't create evidence when we did something stupid. We didn't pull out our phones. We didn't have phones that recorded like today. But even if we did, we would not have recorded ourselves. We didn't create evidence. That's just the simplest way to put it. Evidence of anything, or stupidity, of questionable activities, of evidence. Leaving evidence was not our thing. So the fact that we took a video or someone recorded the ass race thing made it kind of special or unique. It was a rarity, at least. I'm very different. I'm still like that, though. I know a lot of people, their first reaction when something happens is to grab their phone and start recording. My reaction is to deal with the situation, and that's it. The odds of me thinking, you know, if I pull out my phone, I could take an interesting video. The odds of me just randomly thinking that is next to zero. So I don't really get any videos that yeah. The whole proofer didn't happen isn't really a argument against me, in my opinion. When I say this is what happens and someone responds with proof or it didn't happen or picture it didn't happen, that I look at that phrase and be like, I would like to subscribe to that 100%. If I can get away with anything because I don't have pictures proving that I did it, that sounds fantastic. I say like a little delinquent. Pay no attention. Just over here incriminating myself slightly. Only slightly. Only slightly. 3 minutes, son of a biscuit eating bullfrog. Bloop. Well, nothing else to do. Better play with my cock. Because what else you gonna do? You just gotta sit there and chill. You might as well play with your cock. Oh yeah, I forgot to pull out my controller. I also have a controller that there we go. Doop doop. Playing on my cock, and I have my controller. Apparently YouTube doesn't find my cock joke funny. I made a short that I thought was funny. That YouTube just like no, you know what you did. And I'm like, yeah, I know what I did. But it was still funny. And I'm sticking with that story. Basically, the video is me going, great big massive chrome cock. Let's fill up some cracks. Short, simple, to the point, and 100% safe for work. In fact, there are construction workers that use cock for their work. So in fact, it is ultra safe for work. 100%. Couldn't be more safe for work. It is in fact part of a job. But no, just because it sounds vaguely similar to something, it's apparently inappropriate. Which good for them, because that's exactly what I was doing. But I like to make things sound way worse than they are. I like to make things sound more inappropriate. It's just more fun that way. Life is so much more fun if you take something simple and boring and make it interesting. Like at one point, I was supposed to, I was asked to go pick up a friend's kid when they got off the bus. So I went, and I was there, and the bus driver had to check and confirm who was there. No, it was the bus driver opened up the door, and I looked at them and said, "Hello, I'm here to abduct one of your children." And they didn't want to let me abduct the children for some reason. Ooh, starving does damage you. Good to know. But yeah. And they did give me the child. Because I was on the list of people allowed to pick up that child off the bus and at the school. So they didn't really have much of a choice, apparently. They were required to let me take the child. Even though I fully admitted to abducting, or fully admitted to the intent of abducting the child. Sure, I could have said, I'm here to pick up the child. But how unbelievably boring is that? Abducting. That is definitely the most fun way of putting it. although that is also something I've worried about as or for streaming. I can see how that might not work out so well, because a lot of times streamers try to choose their words carefully so that they don't get taken out of context or they won't be misunderstood. And my approach is the opposite. So I don't know, maybe it'll work out. We'll find out. Do 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 bum 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 bum. The most screwed up part about this in my opinion, the most screwed up part about it is all this stuff that I've been doing for the past 2.5 hours is probably pointless. Considering I'll probably need to, or since if I accept that the John Wayne mode challenge thing doesn't work for Palworld, I'll probably ditch this playthrough and go back to the other account. So basically the 3 hours that I'm going to be spending on this particular world, I guess. Basically everything I've done for the past 2.5 hours is going to be deleted or disappear, gone to waste, etc., etc. Yet I'm still going and still doing stuff. I don't know. John Wayne mode was fun though. What challenge could I do? Burly philanthropist. Sounds fancy. Flame organ is what I need. Because I want to make the fire armor next level. Fire armor. I once got detention at school for, most people probably won't remember what this is. A friend and me were sitting through a class, or a class period, and we spent the entire class period doing the Beavis and Butthead laugh. Actually, almost entire class period. We were forced out 5 minutes before the bell was gonna ring. So not the entire class period, but almost the entire class period. We sat there and did the Beavis and Butthead laugh. So now that I think about it, why the hell did they wait that long to kick us out? Huh. Questionable stuff. There were teachers that just gave me referrals for anything I did that they didn't like. I shit you not. I went into Mr. Rice was his name. Mr. Rice's class. I put my head down on the desk after I sat down. And he gave me a referral and sent me to the office. That was all I did that was it. I put my head down. No, wait. I put my head down. He told me to not lay my head down. And I said I was tired. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. I put my head down. I didn't put my face down. I put my head down, like laid my chin on my folded arms on the table. So I could still see him in the class and what he was trying to teach. I was just tired. I understand as a student, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to sit up and be attentive in class. Well, I was fucking tired. And you're a prick. Why do I want to listen to what you have to say? But I was actually attempting to listen to what he had to say. So, don't know why he needs to get his panties in a twist. Why is that one still working? Good for you. That teacher just didn't like me, though. Which I know for a fact. I'm not paranoid about it. I know for a fact he didn't like me because he actually said he didn't like me. And he wasn't afraid to let it be known to other people either. So, is what it is. We could sit here and argue all day about what his treatment of me was right or wrong, whatever. Frankly, I was an annoying little shit, so. If I did something wrong, I will definitely, I will admit it, I will accept it, I will announce it, I don't care. If I did something wrong, I'm taking accountability for it. No excuses, no nothing, just, yep, I did it, it was me. %100 honest. I had to go to court twice, and both times I pled guilty. when you go to court, apparently you can plead innocent, you can plead guilty, or you can do no contest, which basically means you're just not going to fight it. You're not going to plead guilty, but you're not going to fight it. So basically, anyone with a brain just says innocent or no contest. They don't go, yeah, I'm guilty. Except me. When it came my turn for both things, I stood up, said, yeah, I did it. I'm guilty. I plead guilty, Your Honor. I did, in fact, do what you said I did. And then they let me explain why I did said action. Because it wasn't like I was actually trying to break the law for those actions. The first thing I did... Well, let's get the second thing I did was way more... No, actually, fuck it. The first thing I did was I replaced the windows on my house. I replaced the windows on my house. And apparently, that was enough to land me in court. Because fuck me, in particular. No, apparently I need a permit to fix the windows in my house. To replace them entirely. Frame and all. However, nobody told us this. The people that sold us the windows didn't tell us. The people who installed the windows didn't tell us. Nobody told us until I got a cease and desist. And at that point, I had thought, because it said building materials lying around, I thought that they put a cease and desist for me to not leave the broken windows on my driveway, because I had to put them somewhere after I took them off the house. So I put them on the driveway. I got the cease and desist, so I got rid of them, like I was going to anyway. But apparently the cease and desist was for two things: removing the old windows and cease the modifying of my house, which I didn't realize. So I got a court summons for it. You know, to be smart, after that incident, I went to the code enforcement office and asked if there was a list of things we needed a permit for so that this wouldn't happen again in the future. And they looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Nope, there is no list." I said, "Well, how the fuck do you know? How the fuck do you know what someone did requires a permit if you don't have a list? We're just magically supposed to know every possible thing we need a building permit for?" Apparently. So the first thing I did wrong that I pled guilty for was I replaced the broken windows on my house. Shame on me, I'm a villain. The second thing I did was I got a speeding ticket for driving the speed limit. It wasn't raining. Wasn't questionable weather conditions. Clear sunny day. I was driving the speed limit. And I got a ticket for driving the speed limit. I passed a speed limit sign that said 35 miles per hour. So I adjusted my speed to 35 miles per hour. As per the laws of the road, pretty much anywhere you go, that's the basic understanding. Once you pass the speed limit sign, that is now the speed limit that you are supposed to go. So I get pulled over while going 35, like 20 yards after I passed the sign. So there's no question that I passed the sign that said, or that meant to adjust my speed. It wasn't, was I a little bit early? Was I a little bit late? It was definitely, I passed the sign and I had enough time to adjust properly. It was all good. Nothing questionable. So the officer pulls me over, questions why I was speeding. Apparently, that stretch of road is in a school zone. And it was during the time that the school zone rules were in effect. But that doesn't make sense. If you pass the speed limit sign, that is now the new speed limit. If you don't want it to if you don't want that to be the new speed limit, and you have it in a school zone, you should clarify that you are still in a school zone. I mean, if you don't want any misunderstandings, if you want people to follow the rules, follow the laws, you gotta specify. And apparently they knew what they did, because not long afterwards, they removed the fucking sign. A sign that had been there for over a decade, mind you. But for some reason, I'm sure this happened to multiple people, but for some reason, when I went to go back and take pictures and document so that I could have a case, apparently the sign was fucking gone. Which is good for the future. It's unfortunate for me. Actually, it was entirely irrelevant to me, because the officer wrote down that I was going 36 miles per hour, which I can assure you is not the case. But he wrote down 36, which means that even if I'm in the right in my logic that I was going the speed limit, he wrote down 36, speed limit sign says 35, I immediately lose the case. So but I pled guilty, because I was in fact driving above 20 miles per hour in that stretch of land. And that is what I'm accused of. Regardless of how fast I was going, I was in fact going over 20. So I did in fact need to plead guilty. Ta-da! And those are the only two things I've been to court for. Which is hilarious. Because of all the choices I've made in my life, those two are by far the most ridiculous things I could go to court for. Ta-da! Because it's totally wise to talk about what you go to court for on stream. I don't fucking know what's wise or not wise. I just talk. No one's here to talk with me, so I'm just talking, damn it. And whatever comes out of my mouth is what's coming out of my mouth. For better or for worse. In richer and poorer. In happiness and health. And other stuffs. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm perfect, though. I should add a rule to the thing though. To my Twitch account. The rule is a good one. It's don't ask a question if you aren't ready for the answer. If you don't want to know the answer, don't ask the question. Because odds are I'm going to answer the question. And I'm going to answer it honestly. Because I do not lie. I will not lie. And that is a guarantee. 100%. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Stream got weird. You know what's cool? I just said a bunch of shit, and I don't feel like there's an awkward silence because of it. Mostly because I know that there was silence before I said all that stuff. But it is nice to not feel like you just said the end of the world stuff or something that people are about to freak out over. Although that is arguably an important feeling to feel because it will likely prevent you from continuing to say shit that you probably shouldn't say. I don't know. Doobie doobie doo. I just remembered I have a drawer full of fireworks. And today is the perfect day to start setting them off. Because 4th of July in America means you just set off fireworks wherever you are and hope that the police feign ignorance. I used to have a tradition with my with my local friends. We'd go to my friend's ranch and we'd shoot Roman candles at each other. We'd do Roman candle tag. Roman candle fights. It was really fun. Yep. We practiced safety though. We had paintball masks. Yep. So yeah, nobody got shot in the face with them. And then at one point, because I did a bunch of stupid shit and I wanted to repent, I felt really bad. So I came up with the idea to launch a firework off my chest. And I did, kind of, in that the firework didn't actually launch, it just stayed on my chest. We did light it, and it did do its fancy sounds and wind up, but it just stayed on my chest. Yep. Plop. Do 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 bum 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 bum. %100% true. Not exaggerated at all. Oh yeah. I should hit this thing up. Everyone freaked out though when the firework didn't actually launch. It just stayed there. But I had my arm over my face, so I didn't really notice. I wanted to protect my face from the fireworks stuff falling down. So I didn't find out till afterwards. But yeah. Roman candle tag and launching a firework off my chest. Don't do this at home, folks. Because apparently you need to say don't do stuff at home. Still don't get why people have to say that. If I do something live on TV or something, and it's stupid and it could potentially hurt you, I shouldn't have to say don't do this at home. Because one, if I have to say it, whoever it applies to is stupid enough to do it, whether I say it or not. And I can 100% guarantee that is a fact. As someone of questionable intelligence, I know for a fact how many people would still do it, even if they said, do not do it. So it's pointless altogether. It's just no logical reason to say it. So why do I need to say the obvious of don't do this at home? And why do I need to be penalized for not saying it? It's like, it's a common sense thing. Like wiping after you take a shit. If I mention taking a shit, I shouldn't have to mention that you need to wipe too. So just by the way, it's not okay to just pull up your pants afterwards and just walk around stinking everything up. Just a public service announcement I need to say in order to keep people happy. Ta-da! There's a list of things I have been specifically told not to talk about while on stream. I've talked about some things with my friends, and they have informed me there is a significant amount of stuff that I've talked about with them that I should not mention on stream at all. Fuck. Harder, senpai. How much harder can they go, though? I don't know why I said harder. If I mean, you know what? This is a wonderful excuse to. What is this? Never been there before. Wait, no. Yes, I have been there before. I know where this place is. And since it'll take a lot of time and effort to get there, I'll use this as an opportunity. Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum. Anyway, let's go back to grab all my crap. Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum. Do 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 do. I feel like most of what I've been talking about for the past hour would be on the list of things my friends would tell me not to say on stream. So I guess it just goes to show my level of filtering. It I'll probably say some really weird shit on stream. No filter, just flat out saying stuff. And there's a distinct possibility that everything they told me not to say on stream, I'll probably say on stream eventually. So, although none of the things honestly come to mind right now, I can't think of anything on the list. Which is probably not good. Because you kind of need to know what's on the list to not say what's on the list. But again, I don't really filter well enough for it to matter. For my previous employer, I was training a new employee, and I told him to be careful what questions he asks, because I'll probably answer the questions. And his first question was, "What kind of porn do you like?" I think he was trying to trip me up, but that didn't occur to me at the time. So I just answered the question honestly. So, "What kind of porn do you like?" "Well, I told him my preferences and all that stuff. Went into detail too. If you ask me a question, assume I'll probably answer it. The odds of me answering are very high, and I will definitely not lie about it. There is a deep-seated reason for me to never lie. So, it's not something I will be doing. Ever. It's also something completely unnecessary in life. Beyond stupid. Why would anyone lie? I like doing moans like that. Maybe I do need to start talking to other VTubers. Ask them questions like, am I going to get in trouble for this, that, and the other thing? Would it be weird? Would I be in trouble if I just started doing random moaning on stream? I think I've seen some videos of other streamers, and one streamer starts doing moaning or whatever, and the other one freaks out, like, no, you can't do that. And I don't know if it's just streamer A doesn't want that type of content on their stream, or if it's not allowed, or if it is allowed and streamer B does it all the time and streamer A just doesn't want it on this chat or what. I don't know the specific rules to it. Which is typically a dangerous way to do things, but I've found that the fastest way to find out the rules to something is for somebody to inform you that you've just broken a rule. I find that is way more reliable than reading the rules. Because, first of all, you only need to know the rules that are enforced. If the rules aren't enforced, why the hell do you need to learn them? Absolutely pointless. And if you only learn the rules that are enforced, the fastest and easiest way to learn those enforced rules is to have them be enforced. So if I hear from somebody else that it was enforced, or if I get to experience it personally, then I know which rules I need to follow and which are important, is my logic. And I can see how that would be very bad for some things. But the logic is there. It doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. So I'm not telling anybody to do that. This is not legal advice. This is not none of that. It's just logic in my brain that tends to get me in trouble. Obviously. Here we are. Yeah. So, the time has come. Boom, boom, be-dum, boom, boom, be-dum, boom. Well, the moral of the last hour is sometimes I realize things are inappropriate for streaming, and I frequently have realizations after the fact rather than before. So but I mean, if you're gonna screw up, might as well screw up in the beginning when nobody knows you and nobody cares about you. This is my time to learn. Yep. I am curious now how much of what I just said is not good for streaming. How much of it is stuff you should not say on stream. Maybe I'll find out someday. Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. I do believe the time is up and my belly wants to go put food in it. So I guess I'll be ending it here. Hope everyone has a lovely day. Lovely evening, lovely dreams, lovely whatever. Have a fantastic day. Farewell. Bye.